Okay, well, that's the hurricane. Nothing. Gray sky. Gray sky. I didn't have the valve closed, so there's barely any water coming. It may start coming if rain picks up. This is just dripping now. And the lily is toast. Oh, let me see if I can move it over here though. Oh, come on, Lily. Pull that guy out of here too. Oh, flower, stand up. It's falling down. Maybe if I put you like that, hold it up a little longer. Excuse me, Zircon, you're right in the way. Back up, back up. Go on. Alright, go lay down. Attaboy. Attaboy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Let's see. See, it's laying down there. And it's laying down. They're getting pinker. I wonder if they're mixing roots with the red one. Ouch, hot cocoa's hot. It's supposed to be, right? Well, I was up late last night, loading up extra one onto the other channel. Did a reboot of the original one that Scott and I did in the truck. That instigated this whole stupid thing. Telling that story about how I got the truck. Now I found it. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Oh, I thought of something. If I ain't gonna put it on the wish list, but for those of you that have been watching, probably this would be best for California IA, because I don't know where else they. In my ears, I have 10 holes. You know, I started with the one in one ear, and then 2 in one ear, and then 2 in the other ear, and then 4 in each ear, and then 2 more in the top of another one. And when I moved to Hawaii, I had a half-carat diamond in each one of them. Because, you know, that was one way. As a jeweler, you move your merchandise, and if you're wearing it, you don't got to carry it. So, and in fact, it was those diamonds in my ear that paid the rent on the first month when I first got here, the first and last month's rent. I went down to the pawn shop in Hilo, and I think I had a gold eagle necklace. I think I let them use that too. That wasn't enough, so I started pulling diamonds out of my ears. Gave me $100 per diamond, and just, you know, pawn. Because they want you to leave it there, and they want you to be desperate. But I wasn't desperate. I just needed a loan. At 25% interest, or 28% interest in Hawaii, I was like, what? So I was going to get it back within a month. I knew that. Because I knew I'd find work within a week. Let alone the first day I walked into the real estate company, the first person I asked for work hired me. Paul Takanatsu of Pacific Coast Properties. Anyway, I've lost all those diamonds. They're around here somewhere, you know. I have one left in the top of my ear, And I got different things now, rings and things. And I lost a sword earring that I made in Key West that had a diamond in the hilt. And I lost that when I came out of Burning Man and jumped in Soda Springs. Man, that pissed me off. And I didn't know it till I got back to Simone's house. And I drove all the way back out to that stupid thing, and it was ice cold water. I dove in one time, and when I did, it came out. And it's gold, so it filtered down in between the rocks. You'll never find it, right? Unless you had a underwater metal detector or something. Anyway, that was a bummer loss, because I wore that for like 20 years. Anyway, those of you who are following along this earring thing, this is the kind, let's see these little, it looks much bigger in the, oh okay, with my fingers there you can see how skinny these are. These are the little ones. I would like some of these with the round balls on them, but this thick. You know, see the difference, how the skinny and the thick. I like these guys too. I mean, it's not a diamond, it's a piece of plastic or whatever it's made out of, but I like them. And so if you guys got any of these things, I don't know if you can see those good enough, around in your town, if you got like, you know, a store that sells these kind of things, I like those kind of things, and they're cheap. And the one place I got this one black one at, they evidently sold, you know, I'm wondering if I can make these things now that I'm looking at it. I just have to get the right kind of whatever hard plastic this is. Like, I don't have enough things to do. Anyway, I was just thinking, you know, the silver one, well, they're not silver, they're probably what, stainless steel. They have them that are like, oh, I don't know, maybe 3/16. I guess they call them a gauge. You know, here I am, you know, it's what the kids do, right? Don't worry, I don't have any in my face. Just the ears. and no place else on my body either. I don't have any other pierced body parts. Alright, so Cindy's moving in today. Thunderstorms are supposed to be kicking off this afternoon. Should be pretty exciting. Probably have to get SMOKEY up here on the porch, because he'll probably be whining and moaning and crying. He's scared of the thunder. So we'll see. Should be an exciting day. The storm's what? Hurricane's Category 5 now. Watch out, Honolulu. It's Honolulu's turn. They haven't been hit with a monster storm or anything. When Kona had that tsunami, Oahu didn't get much. The only thing Oahu's had recently is a bomb scare, and they're all jumping down in the manhole covers. They're idiots. What, you want to be in an oven? Yeah. So, it's a nice morning. It just doesn't have sun. Doesn't have wind. Doesn't have cold. Yeah. Yeah, kitty. Kitty, you're my pueo on the hump. If I had a a hawk up in the trees. I couldn't zoom in it with this camera, but I do get them. But they're not that tree right there. But this is as far as this camera can zoom in. Bummer. What a bummer. Not very much. But we can zoom in on the kitty, because the kitty's close by. Huh, kitty? Look at you. You're such a pretty kitty. Look at you. Purple and green. You're surrounded by, kitty. Yeah, you're just too much of a ham. Oh, rainy day, rainy days, rainy. Yeah, prepare for a hurricane. Well, look around the yard, okay? That orange bucket will probably go flying. What about all these bags, empty bags and plastic stuff laying around on the porch? Some gas mixed with bug stuff that goes flying. Yeah. Nothing's gonna go flying here, because you see, we're in a protected honeycomb of mango trees that surround this house, and I'm telling you, the hurricane in 4 years ago, a cell just knocked over a few trees around in the yard and stuff, and there's no trees that well, except for the avocado tree that could hit my kitchen. But that avocado tree's roots are going down so deep in the septic tank. I guarantee you that avocado tree, it ain't blowing over. Well, I do need to top it though. It's getting too big. Never seen an avocado tree so big. This sucker right over, over here that has the round avocados on it, that's from me throwing a seed out there, and it's already 20 feet tall with avocados on it. That's crazy. Crazy. Some years some stuff goes off, some years they don't. Some years the mangoes go off. The mangoes are like every 7 years or something like that, but it's different trees, different years. I don't remember any this year. What the fuck? We didn't have mangoes this year. But some years, man, I go out in the morning at this time, early like this, before the chickens get up, because the chickens will go after the ones that fall on the ground and didn't split, and the bugs didn't get in them. You got to get them quick, or the chickens will come out, and they won't necessarily get the ones with the bugs. They'll pick a brand new one and poke their face in it. So I go out and get a five-gallon bucket full of mangoes for me, and then I go get a 5-gallon bucket full of the ones that got split, or the birds hit, or the bugs are in it, and shake the bugs out, throw that in another bucket, and that's for the horse and the sheep and the goats. They all love mangoes. In fact, when I'm walking the goat out to get to a spot, she'll stop along the way and stop every mango. What? I gotta get this one. I gotta get this one. Sometimes I pull her back and grab it and stick it in my pocket because it's not broken. Jasper, you coming out? Say good morning. Come over here, this side. Come here, Jasper. Come here. All right, with the focus in, brother, they can't see your stuff. You could put a pair of underpants on you. I don't think that person's in on this channel anyway. He was in Scott's channel when Scott came over and caught Jasper on Scott's camera. Yeah, Scott's camera, the microphone. I sound more like how I do in real life than this little tinny thing like this. because I think this is the microphone on the top here. It's a pretty funky setup. Hey, but you know, I'm still got the training wheels. Wait till I get to Harley, man. We'll be cruising down the down the road, gliding. And I will get one here shortly. Oh, hunk kitty. And cool, Red Rover's, I figured out, is on the island, Kona, and she's gonna, in the future, possibly make Costco runs. Bring over doggy food and supplies and stuff from Costco. Save money. Save enough money that I can pay for her gas round trip, and still I'd be saving money. So that's cool. We need a Costco in Hilo, boy. I don't know how long that's going to take, if ever. They don't care. They assume that there's more, well, supposedly there's more money in Kona, but that's not true. There's more old money in Hilo. Hilo is the second largest city in the state. And there's plenty money up. You know, I bet if Hilo stopped shopping in Costco, Costco would be no longer cost effective in Kona. But, you know, they all go over Saddle Road and go to Costco and come back. And that sucks, man. There was a rumor there was one going to go up in the Shipment Industrial area, or where the Keaau bypass is right now. I guarantee you something's going to go there, because no one allows a bypass go through their land without, you know, compensation of future planned projects. I think there was like 10 years after the bypass went through, they could start developing and building. And they a couple things have gone up. You got a greenhouse place there and a bank. But that whole block behind the bank is going to be a shopping center one day, or an industrial center one day. You mark my words. You can see the future of places just using your mind's eye and historically. Like when I was a kid, across the street where a field where we used to go, you know, play around in, across from St. Timothy's Church, toe-to-toe condo in that lot. You know, the whole exterior of that lot fenced in, the whole inside of it developed, either with a building or cement. That big, wow, man, it's crazy. So it's very easy to envision empty fields here full. On a big picture, like, you know, the whole place. I can imagine it. I don't want to be here for it. I hope it doesn't happen fast. At the same pace as the last 20 years would be fine. That'd be just fine. And if I get another 20 years and it's in the same pace, we're fine. I may even do 30. But quite frankly, I don't see any difference doing 20 more as opposed to the last 20. I feel the same as I did 20 years ago. Actually, better, because I don't have eczema anymore. I haven't had any in a while. And I remember 20 years ago we were on Mahalo when I first moved in here. But I first moved in here with, you know, my old lady and her kid, right? Jenny and Mono. Well, the stress caused by living with a kid is through the roof. You know, I'm sure my mom got some of her cancer from stress. I mean, kids are very stressful. Fishies, fishy fishies. Well, I'm going to have to close that valve off later. Once this pond is full, it'll take another 2 inches before I have to cut it off. I need to make a little awning over my other little porch over there. I have one over there once upon a time, because that's where the parvo puppies were born, on that little porch. Right out my bedroom window door. But yeah, I need to finish that project too. That way I don't get wet opening and closing the valve. Oh, you know what? I got roof to do that now from that old the dog house I took down. Those 3 sheets would cover that just nicely. You know what else I could do, since I have more of this tile? I could extend that slab on the other side of the pond to be as long as this one is on both sides of the pond. Now I'm getting crazy. But the futon should be back there by the round window, looking forward at the middle of the pond next year. Because I'm going to do this pond during the winter when it's cooler. Like today is a perfect day to be working on it if it wasn't a hurricane coming. Anyway, that's future games, future projects, never-ending projects. Well, that's the last day for that lily. I need to get in there and cut some of those old blossoms out and some of those yellow lily pads and thin it out a little bit. Shake it up, stimulate it, prune it. You know the old story about the 2 girls that had matching rose gardens, and the one girl cut her roses and gave them away, and the other girl kept them and never gave any of them away, so they died on the vine, and eventually all her roses died, and the girl who was giving her roses away, hers were healthy, because you prune them. Cutting plants stimulates them. Stimulates growth and regrowth. So when you transplant, you cut off all the heavy, bigger leaves and older leaves, and just leave the center new growth ones and maybe one sun leaf, and you can regrow a stick. I'm waiting for that jacaranda to sprout just one sprig, and I'll know it's still alive. I think I'll throw some bloom food on it to stimulate it, stimulate its roots. Well, it looks like the rain's picking up here. This could be the start of it. Come in all of a sudden, wham, hit you. Man, I see a flower blooming up there in the palm tree. Is that, are you kidding? Is that a chandelier plant? I can't see it This doesn't zoom up good enough. Sure is. The pink above that is the same as that pink on the there. I got a chandelier plant growing in the fan palm, and that's probably from a bird. But that's gonna, I'll leave that in there. That'll look awesome. It'll look like the fan palm has pink blossoms. What I need to do is cut all the bottom dead stuff. I need a tree trimmer guy. I don't want to do it. Well, we'll see how much Cindy likes working in the yard. Yeah, it's looking bad. Here we go. Here comes the rain again. Got the mop and the mop bucket ready. But a pretty cool thing, if the water comes into my house from the floor, it goes in the middle of the room, makes a right turn, and goes into the bathroom without touching either side of the door of the bathroom, and goes into the shower, because I got a step down shower. It's weird that it's all swaled that way. Doesn't go across to the fireplace, doesn't go to the corner where we are right here. It just goes in, makes a right turn, goes into the bathroom, and drains. So yeah, we're set up pretty much for whatever happens. We don't have hurricane shutters because direct hits are so rare. Aniki and Keaau back in when? 82 or something? And Estelle 4 years ago here are the only two I remember in Hawaii that ever, you know, slammed an island. And we weren't really that bad. The most of the damage were the stupid albizia trees that are top heavy and got no roots anyway. And they're junk trees. They did a lot of damage if you were near them, and the road going down the Po'oiki, man, the guardrail was like, boss up. I could put some of those pictures on. I don't know if you guys saw those, but I actually have a driving video down there after the hurricane passed. The guardrails look like someone took a baseball bat, a giant baseball bat to them, and just went down the road and bam, 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 bam. And essentially that's kind of what happened with the albizia trees falling on them. There's all kinds of people down there cutting those. I was doing that on my road here. I had to cut through 3 different places in the road in a half mile that had albizias that cross the road. You know, you can't cross the road until you cut this tree. And each tree had like 4 or 5 huge branches that needed to be bucked up to clear the road. As soon as you do one, you go 5, 4, 6 more lots. Got to do another one. I had to do 3 of them to just get us to the main street. And then on the main street, I was doing it to help the whole neighborhood get to the highway, because I had a place to go, and I was on a mission. And we did, and here we are. Because if I have to go get feed, I got to go get feed. I can't let a tree in the road stop me. But today, we'll see what it brings. And don't worry, you guys. If you don't hear from me, it's just because the power's out. And, you know, I'll move someplace else to use something else, and no worry. So we'll catch you later. That was really weird. The camera. Anyway, we're going to do the waterfall. Ready? Go like this. We pull this up like that. Run over here. There it goes. That's just a little bit it collected in the pipes at the same time that it filled the pond up. You see, the rock is, the fishes are playing with the ball, and the rock is submerged, and you can see right there the water's going over the, well, I don't know if you can see, but in there the water actually goes over the waterfall there. And I stopped it just before it started because this here is going to continue to trickle down some more, and by the time it runs out of trickling, it'll be perfect. And you can see the water level here has gone all the way up high tide on the island, even a little higher than the tide line. But on that one, it's, the fauna is right at the tide level. So this pond has tides, which is good. It's a healthy thing, especially since it's all fresh water coming in and then fishy water going out. And I tell you, that's why this orchid here is, I don't know what kind it is, but when it blooms, that's what I got to do. I got to throw some bloom food around. This is how I can feed the, you get fishy water in there. Go like that. And there. Uh-oh, we didn't get that one. That little one. So, yeah. So, alright, well, I'm going to go put the harness on if I'm going to do any more of this stuff. I can't carry the camera, but that's what I want to focus in on if I get a good zoom, is that new growth cluster there in the palm. And when that thing blooms, or if the lychee fruits, there's an African tulip back there. I don't see it. It's probably covered in vines. Alright. Later. Well, it's raining. Yes, it is. I'm gonna... Look at that. That little rag. I'm gonna paint this Elliott Ness phone. And what I'll do with it is hook it up in the car. I did this when I was in high school. I took a regular telephone. See, this speaker, this here actually, you can wire up to a stereo, and have your car stereo playing through the phone. So I just wanted to take off that gold part so I can not have to mask it off. And then newspaper here. Don't you love how I have everything so organized? Organized chaos. This is to paint the truck. I need to paint it so bad, but I need to sand it first. it needs its yearly sanding and painting. But misery loves company, so maybe Cindy will accompany me. Uh-oh, should have covered up that electrical. That's okay. I didn't really squirt in that. What do I got to stick in that hole? There we go. Right, and there's that. Now this sucker, I could take it all apart, but you know what? I don't think it's going to be anything other than decoration. So the whole thing can go black because I'm going to have it in the little office house, and the head thing will be wired to a speaker or intercom. But this guy, not going to use it. May as well continue painting on the saw with all the sawdust. And that's typically me. I was in a silkscreen class in Portland Community College, and that's not lightning, that's the ballast and the lights coming on. And I was wearing that white Saturday night, what do you call it, John Travolta, Saturday Night Fever, 3-piece white wool suit while I was silk screening without an apron and had not one drop of paint on that suit. Crazy, huh? Ha, ha, ha. Crazy. So, yeah, that looks like an old one. And that looks like an old one to me. I'll go around the back and get the back side since it's all wet now. Yeah. Sweet. No black Elliott Ness phone. We'll put the gold ring back on the earpiece, but yeah, that's how it was. What, they were Bakelite or something, the original ones. So, you got to sand this puppy, and then put another coat of paint on it. So the transmission's going to come back today. So this afternoon, we're going to set that puppy right up here on the table so I can paint it. Yes, sir, Bob. Where's my rag? Billet. So you guys like hanging out in the shop, huh? And for those trolls and thieves thinking that they're going to come in here and use this video to case the joint, guess what? We have surprises. And that's all I'm going to say. I do have a little bit of security background, which I will share in the other channel, as this is the public channel where we don't divulge much but general BS. Okay, I see a little spot there. We want to catch it. Okay, now what else was I going to do out here? Oh, we're going to bring the transmission in. Yeah, we could set it on the ground here, it'll probably be easier. But not on the ground. This trunk should be able to support it. Should be able to support it. Especially if I had a piece of plywood to go on top of it. This was one of the trunks that I moved over here in. So this trunk's got to be, well, I've had it for 20 something years. Yeah, it looks pretty toast in there. But structurally, if the frame is good, it'd make a good coffee table. Throw a piece of glass on top of it, clean it up. It's had better days. Now what I need is a piece of plywood to go over it, bigger than this. Ugh. But 2 pieces is better than 1 or none. But I don't think I got any more pieces of plywood laying around, except for that big sheet. Big sheet. Phew! What's that smell? Could be that paint. Phew! Oh, I got that one big sheet there. Well, I could put it on that rack. Yeah. Yes, sir. That'll work. Even better if perfect. Perfecto. You can set the transmission right on that and paint it. And the paint that I have is purple, of course, but purple chrome. Do I have any more of that purple chrome plate paint? Otherwise I could paint it gold or copper. Here's the purple. This is the glitter, but I don't think that works anymore. Oh, poop. Don't tell me I'm out of that purple chrome. I used it on my You want some more food? Okay, buddy. More truck wheels. That's the only problem having the storm is the animals got to stay inside and you got to feed them all day. Uh-oh. I don't think I have any more of that purple chrome paint. See, it's like that there in the rim. Son of a gun. I don't think well, maybe on the back porch I got some. Uh-oh. I thought I had more purples. That's the Hobbit door, right? For the Hobbit Village. What do you got down there? No, that's just tire cleaner. Well, poop. Poop the grass. What's this down here? Oh. What color is that? Green? Yeah, I ain't gonna have no green transmission. Well, let's take a cruise around. Yoo-hoo! You're next, buddy. Just let me check and see if there's any paint back here. Let me get some stuff from Mango. Nah. Give him some more of that. Get some more of these. Hell, I don't see any paint out here either. How is that possible? I don't see any in the train room. Maybe there's some in, oh, maybe there's some on the piano. Oh, there's a lavender on the piano. Oh, there's a purple on the piano. Okay. But I don't think it's the right one, but it'll work. It will work. Yep, now the water's going overboard. There we go, son. Got some more food for you. I know. There you go. Go on, get out of here. Go on, get over there. There's Mango. Okay, come over here, girl. Here, look. There you go. And there's some that too. This is for you. Come on, move over here. Let me steal some for the goat. There you go, girl. Okay, guys. It'll keep you going for a while longer. Need a bale of straw. Yeah, I still didn't put the shade cloth up on the tomatoes. And they're getting a little wet. But they ain't stopping growing nuts. Remember, I buried the fish in there. So it's like on a second growth already, and it's crazy. Tomato bush. Oh yeah. Paint. Hey, get out of there, bird. Well, I got 3 colors of purple now. This is Rust-Oleum is probably the one I'm going to use, not the Krylon, just because it's a deeper purple. And that's what I think I did the engine. Let me see. Pretty sure I did the engine. Just can't see it now. It's all dirty anyway. Anyway, yeah. I have to have him check on that. Looks like there's wear right there on the flex plate. I'm going to have to make sure he checks that flex plate. So, I may even do a pattern on the transmission. That would be funny. But, yeah, this year is tedious. And you got to do it with this black sandpaper and get it wet, wet sandpaper. But heck, if you guys sit through me an hour of shoveling poop, you may sit with me hours of sanding. I'll have to see how this sounds on the, this scratching sound must be awesome on the video, huh? Alright, well that's enough to annoy everybody. If you fall down there, I won't know where you are. So. That's why everything is all over the place, so it can be readily seen. That's organized. Like, oh, there it is. Oh, that's the green. So, yeah, I gotta check my email, see if Vladimir's gonna be in Kona tomorrow and Friday. I think he said Friday, Saturday, but that would be awesome if he could slap that in there tomorrow. Vroom, we'd be up and ready to go by the weekend. I gotta fill up the gas can. Gotta move the sheep. Alright, well, I guess that's enough outside stuff. Right in the storm out. Right in the storm out. Here we go. Right in the storm out. Right in the storm out. Oh yeah, the back's great. I just spotted these guys. A whole chorus of them. Look at these guys. Look at those. I love these with little purple tips. Little purple tips. Right in the storm out. Yeah, they're gonna do the whole driveway because they're all over the driveway. So it turns into a red driveway. Out in the rain with the camera, not good. Shelter it. Alright, so I'm sure we violated all kinds of licenses with that. We don't care, right? We don't care, huh, girl? Hey, little baby. Come on, up here. Yeah, oh, that's my baby girl. Oh, little baby. Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Little baby. Yeah. Yeah, you're next. Did you like that avocado? Yes, you did, huh? Yeah. Gee, don't get up, buddy. Don't get up. Uh-oh, watch out. Lipstick alert. Alright, guys. See you.